Well, hello. I'm Alex. This is Josh. We are the target audience. Content's made for absolutely everybody, but we think specifically made for us and hopefully for you as well. We're just coming off of a mess of an episode last week. I'm still processing it. I don't know what to think. Josh and I talked about it because people who record stuff know there's talking when you record and there's talking after you record. You basically say the same thing, but just like in different.
Just recapping it, yeah.
Recapping what we literally just said, and it came to my head. It's like, holy shit, Josh, this is what I thought Star Trek was when people talked about 60s Star Trek, like this goofy, out of whack, like goofy mess. That episode is what I thought Star Trek was. Not realizing all the other great stuff that's out there. So in a way, I feel kind of justified. Like, hey, it was what I thought it was. Just this weird, campy, weird shit. But yeah, what a weird episode, man. I'm still processing it. But it's a new week, a new adventure, a new problem.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I barely even have anything to say about Friday's Child. It was genuinely one of the weirdest episodes. I mean, even comparing it to the weird season 1 episodes, at least those episodes I could tell what they were going for. Friday's Child was just all over the place, and I'm really excited once that gets posted to see other people's comments about it because I'm just very curious. But moving on into this episode, The Deadly Years. I like that title. It seems interesting. And we're just a few episodes away from being halfway through the season. So we had a really good streak episodes going, and then we hit Friday's Child with a little bit of a speed bump there, but hopefully we get right back into it with another great one. If it's your first time here, make sure to subscribe to the channel. In addition to Star Trek, we're also currently watching Firefly for the first time here on the channel, so make sure to subscribe. And if you ever want to see our full reactions and discussions as well as exclusive content like our reactions to 1978's Battlestar Galactica, the link to our Patreon where all of that is at is down in our description. You can go check that out as well. Beaming right in. Beaming right down.
Check out. Check that building. Mr. Spock and I will check this one. The rest of you take a look around, see if you can find anyone.
It's a little foreshadowing. It seemed like he was kind of trailing off there for a second.
Ooh, I like this.
It is spooky season.
Oh, no.
Come in, sir.
Kirk's like, get a hold of yourself.
Why was Spock almost smirking? He was like, yep, he's dead.
No.
Oh my God, it's the elderly.
I'm Captain Kirk of...
You'll have to speak louder.
How old are you?
I am 29. And the lady's
I'm 27.
Eat your heart out, M. Night Shyamalan. That's where you got old from, huh? You think that's going to be the gimmick, that they age super fast?
Yeah, there's probably something on the planet that makes them age.
The Deadly Years. Now makes sense. A title that kind of fits. All right. Joseph Peavney again.
They're giving him everything.
My man.
Stay seated. Commodore Stock here. I've asked you to be a part of this briefing because Gamma Hydra 4 falls within your administrative area.
I appreciate that, sir.
Now this I like. I mean, we know how big the Enterprise is and all these different departments, so it's kind of nice to see them finally bring others into the problem.
It's possible that Romulans have a new weapon and are using this colony as guinea pigs. We'll stay in orbit until we have the answer. Thanks.
I'm sure you understand that I am anxious to get to Starbase 10 to assume my new post.
Oh no. Damn it, come on.
Things wouldn't change if it started all over again, would it?
You know, you never asked me why I got married after we called it off.
You didn't have to give up a thing.
No, just you.
He already hit.
Captain Kirk, Mr. Spock would like to see you on the bridge.
I'm on my way.
Spock was definitely watching him. All right, that's enough.
Facilities at Starbase 10 are much more complete than those on board ship. It seems to me that your investigations would be facilitated if we proceeded there.
I know you're anxious to get to the base.
Also, the mention of the neutral zone and the Romulans also helps tie the world together instead of just feeling all isolated.
Mm-hmm.
You already gave that command, sir.
Oh? Well, follow it.
Oh.
So maybe it's not just the planet.
Astronomical section reports that a comet recently passed by. Check into that.
I'm doing that, Captain, as per your previous order.
Gotta have that shirtless scene. Gotta put into his contract, I guess. One scene per episode shirtless.
My back! No.
Holmes, I believe you're getting gray.
You take over my job and see what happens to you.
Can already tell he's getting more and more gray, too.
Oh!
Scotty.
Oh my gosh!
Dr. McCoy, Engineer Scott, Mr. Spock, Lieutenant Galway, and myself are all showing definite signs of aging.
All of us who went down to the surface, with the exception of Chekhov, are aging at various rates.
Estimate that physically we each have less than a week to live.
William Shatner now looks younger than his older self here.
Yeah.
Are perfectly healthy. That is, for any normal Vulcan on the high side of 100.
He's getting a little southern twang.
Hasn't he aged?
I don't know. Well, I want to know. Is it his youth, his blood type, his heritage, his glands, his genes?
How about you, Kirk? You only got like 2 wrinkles and some gray hair. Was Shatner afraid? I don't want to look too bad.
Yeah, I have to look better than everyone else.
How much older is your husband?
26 years.
Whoa!
It's quite a difference.
How old are you? Chris Hansen's gonna ask you to take a seat.
Model sample Chekhov, skin sample Chekhov. If,
Sue was like, you good?
oh yes, I'll live. But I won't enjoy it.
If I may say so, sir, we have a due date at Starbase 10.
We're going to be late. If you're so concerned, I'll send a message to Starbase 10.
We sent such a message this morning.
It's like, how much longer can they just have, like, these minor inconveniences of being old? Like, is that the whole plot?
Lieutenant, take a message to Starfleet Command. And due to the proximity of the Romulans, better use Code 2.
But, Captain, the Romulans have broken Code 2. If you remember the last bulletin...
Then use Code 3. Oh, Mr. Sulu, increase orbit to 20,000 mile perigee.
You mean another 20,000, Captain?
Dude, it's like the 3rd time they've done this this bit.
Spock, can I have a word with you, Commodore?
I have an appointment at Starbase 10.
All he's concerned about.
Please understand me. My admiration for Captain Kirk is unbounded. He is a great officer.
But
I would like you to take over command of the Enterprise.
Need I remind you, sir, that I, too, have contracted the same affliction?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No, sir. I am not fit for command.
Well, if you are not, then obviously Captain Kirk cannot be.
I think it's the first Commodore that's logical.
Yeah, that actually made sense.
As second in command of the Enterprise, you must convene an extraordinary competency hearing.
He's not a dick about it. He's just speaking facts. I like this guy.
Hearing shall convene at 1400 hours.
We're going to court! Woo!
Let it read that this competency hearing was ordered by Commodore Stocker.
Let it also read that I consider it invalid.
Now he's looking old.
Did he order you to maintain standard orbit around Gamma Hydra 4?
Yes, sir.
Did he not several minutes later repeat that order?
Yes, sir.
Did he not several minutes later repeat that order?
He did not.
And is it something about Kirk becoming old that he also, like, loses his, I feel like in a normal circumstance he would understand that he has to step aside.
Ornery old man. Ah!
It's not me.
It's this younger generation.
Yeah.
Did Captain Kirk ask you to send a message about the comet?
Let's just recap all the events of the episode. That's when you know they're really running out of material.
Gotta get that 50 minutes.
You reminded him that the Romulans had broken Code 2.
Yes.
And they're all, like, so sad about it. It's like, he's just being relieved of the captain, dude. He's not getting killed. Oh, well, he is being killed, but not because of this trial.
Well, he is being killed with the trial because it's taking so much time.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how it ends, but I really feel like it could have used, like, a nice secondary, problem or plot to be introduced, like, that they have to solve while they're aging so fast, instead of it just being the main problem.
Well, all we do, this guy has to make his appointment at Starbase 10.
I refuse to leave Gamma Hydra 2.
Gamma Hydra 4, Captain.
Go ahead, ask me questions. Go ahead, ask me anything. We're in orbit around Gamma Hydra 2, right?
Come on, guys.
No more questions, Captain.
If you would leave the room so the board can vote.
Good idea. Get this stupid voting over so I can get back to running the ship.
Well, that was an extremely long sequence.
Jeez.
I'm sorry, Captain.
Yes. You should have been a prosecuting attorney. If you're not in command, who is?
Commodore Stocker.
Stocker. Man's a chair-bound paper pusher. Get out. I never want to have to look at you again.
Everybody understood?
But I'm not old, Jan. I'm not.
It's just like, why would he be in such strong denial? It doesn't make any sense. No one else is in denial on the ship.
I guess, like, kind of like in old, it just escalates all your diseases as well. So maybe when he actually does get old, he'll have a mental issue. Maybe he has some sort of dementia.
We were on the surface together in the same spot. We were together all the time.
No, not all the time. He left us for a few moments.
But they all went to the building, eventually.
He was scared. He saw the dead body. And he ran out of the building, and he was scared to death.
Adrenal activity.
Well, don't just stand there jawing spunk. You and Dr. Wallace get cracking.
I do enjoy the accent. That was a good addition.
So, did they come to the conclusion that adrenaline is the cure?
I don't know. They figured it out, I guess.
Lieutenant Uhura, let me know if we contact any Romulan.
I was right. This is the B plot.
Romulans approaching from both sides.
A little over 5 minutes to go, but I guess you can introduce it now. I mean, they have been talking about him the whole time as a vague threat.
Commodore.
He's a paper pusher. He doesn't know what he's doing.
No, Jim, you can't do
Well,
that.
time better go to the bridge. We're under attack.
Nurse, Dr. Wallace.
Bones is great at acting old.
Keep trying to raise the Romulans. Explain to them why we piloted the neutral zone.
The Romulans are notorious for not listening to explanations.
Got him, Uhura.
Greenhorn. Up there running my ship.
Jim, if I have...
Greenhorn.
No, my ship.
Be a shame if he spelled it.
Let's go. It could cure or kill, Doctor.
Don't give me any Vulcan details, Spock. Just give me the shot.
I'll take the first shot. Quickly.
He's dead. It killed him.
Episode over. Ooh.
Okay.
Look at that.
They kept that. They showed that in the Balance of Terror episode. That's a nice continuity.
Oh, did they really? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, for the Romulan ship, it had the bird on it.
Have no alternative but to surrender.
Sir, the Romulans do not take captives.
Damn, even Chekhov knows more than this guy.
What am I going to do?
Hey!
Hey.
Open up a special channel to Starfleet Command. Code 2.
But Captain, Code...
That's an order, Lieutenant. Code 2. Have inadvertently encroached upon Romulan neutral zone, surrounded and under heavy Romulan attack. Escape impossible, shields failing. Will implement the struct order using Corbomite device recently installed.
The Corbomite maneuver!
Wow.
Since this will result in the destruction of the Enterprise and all matter...
And he knows that they can hear this channel.
That they're listening, yeah.
Explosion will take place in 1 minute. Kirk, commanding Enterprise, out.
Damn, he's back!
Romulans giving ground, Captain. Obviously, they tapped in as you expected them to.
Oh, they really only had enough for Kirk then. Because Spock's still old.
Warp factor 8, now.
Romulans were caught off guard, Captain. They're falling behind.
Are we out of range, Mr. Sulu?
Yes, sir. And out of the neutral zone.
Captain, I just wanted to assure you that I did what I thought best.
Yeah, this guy's got no experience. It's all right.
And I am now quite aware of what a starship can do. With the right man at the helm.
You looking good, Doc?
Hey.
Fine, so is Scotty. serum worked. Anytime you're ready, Mr. Spock.
I am quite ready now, Doctor.
Take over, Mr. Sulu. Steady as she goes.
Steady as she goes, Captain.
I thought I said that.
You know the term. They had us in the first half. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know that first half or even first 3/4. I'm like, okay, I get it. They're old. What's the resolution here? And then just came up with that whole like adrenaline thing. It's like, oh, okay. But I think it was all worth it just for the reuse of the Corbomite maneuver. The fact that it was brought back, the fake out, like, Channel 2. Oh, but Channel 2, it's like, I gave an order, and he gave that order. That's like, hey, we're going to self-destruct, blah, blah, blah. Knowing that they're listening. It's like, oh, that was great. And he just came in, guns blazing, blasting off all the orders. Like, holy shit, this guy knows what he's talking about. But the rest of it was, besides good makeup, I was kind of like, okay. Come on, I get it. We're stretching for time here.
Yeah, I think that, the ending of it shows that in any Star Trek episode, even one that, we're not really into, there's always going to be something about it that's going to be good or memorable. And I think the ending of this one was really awesome. But yeah, story-wise, it was just really lacking throughout most of it. I kind of already said how I felt during the discussion in terms of that, during the reaction rather, in terms of that. But yeah, I definitely thought I could have used more, maybe even more of the Romulan conflict instead of just naming them throughout the episode. Actually have something going on, to just keep the pace up a little bit more, because it got really sluggish, repeating the same bits, and the whole court sequence going way too long. So that was rough. But the character stuff, like the actors were great as old people. They were all great. The makeup was great, like you said. There were a few wonky things like Bones' wig, but for the most part, it was really cool to see. But yeah, I mean, the ending redeemed it a little bit, and I liked the opening of it too. Very nice hook. It just unfortunately didn't really pay off.
Yeah, like those two elderly actors were great. They were given a short time. They just killed it, in my opinion, and literally killed because they died. But yeah, I just wish they stretched some parts and condensed some others. I mean, the court. I was excited for courts, and it just took too long. And we should have seen a little, in my opinion, should have been more why is this happening instead of just why Kirk shouldn't be in command. The Commodore, finally, someone in Starfleet who isn't annoying. Or isn't, completely just a jackass or an asshole. It's like everything he said I agreed with. The only problem was he just wasn't an experienced captain.
Yeah.
Ship officer. And that's okay because, Starfleet's huge. Not everyone's a captain.
And it wasn't, when he did take command, it wasn't a matter of I need to take command of this ship. It was more so just they had to get Kirk out of there, and rank just fell to him, and it was what it was. So it didn't come off as him trying to take it by force. So I really did like his character. And where that all went. So that was nice to see too. So there's definitely some redeemable things about the episode, but yeah, I can't see myself really having a desire to ever watch this one again. I'm kind of glad it's over.
Like I said, it's kind of like a roller coaster. We started off real hot, and then we're in a little dip, and I'm sure we're going to be dipping back up pretty soon. Not every idea is going to be a home run. I just respect ideas. So many episodes have been okay, we have this one effect we want to use, and we're going to make that the entire episode. So it's I think with this, it's okay, what if everyone was old and that was the entire idea, and they're oh shit, we have to write an episode about it.
Yeah. All right, well, that's going to be our thoughts on The Deadly Years. For the full reaction and discussion, you can join us on our Patreon. And if it's your first time here, make sure to subscribe, become part of the target audience.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for watching along with us. I'm Alex. This is Josh. We're the target audience, where content's made for absolutely everybody. We think it's specifically made for us guys, and hopefully for you guys as well. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.